The Faculty Professional Development Initiative creates an opportunity for faculty to jointly explore best teaching practices. One such practice is active collaborative learning. Active collaborative learning is a student-centered way of teaching that allows students to experience course content in a collaborative and yet individually responsive way. It creates class platforms where student-to-student interactions, positive interdependence, individual accountability, group processing, and the development of social skills are all made a part of the educational journey. Faculty are invited to sharpen their ACL skills in ACL training in specific tracks that focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, leveraging teaching with technology, critical thinking, and alternative assessment. ACL, a better way to teach.
With active and collaborative learning, having the students work together to not only learn the content, but also build community within the classroom is incredibly important. In classrooms in general, but especially for community college students that are commuter students, to where they may not connect with other people at the college. And we know that students who feel connected to each other and to the college persist and have success rates that are higher than those who feel disconnected.
I would say that if cognitive science has taught us anything in the past 20 years, it's taught us that thinking is like any other behavior, and that is you got to do it. And you have to do a lot of it. And it's not something that one masters by observing someone else. So if we can take the learning environment and set it so that students go from observer to actor, and spend more of their time in a mentored action disposition, then we're going to see their capabilities enhanced.
Our student population comes from every walk of life that you can imagine. And so faculty need to be understanding of their different perspective, their different experiences, and the intersections that touch their lives. And so learning about diversity, equity, and inclusion will help our students to be successful, not only in the classroom, but in the world that they live. And as far as active and collaborative learning, which is wonderful. Those students in the classroom can learn from each other. And so diversity is not only just taught by the teacher, right, the professor in the classroom, but one another. And then that just can take a ripple effect throughout our Columbus and Central Ohio community.
In our faculty development training, we work with faculty in opening up all the ways technology can assist them in active and collaborative learning, from discussion board interactions and collaborate sessions to web quests and team projects using the Blackboard Groups tool.
To support this initiative, the Center for Teaching and Learning Innovation will be our home base, providing a physical location as well as a robust web presence for all faculty professional development activities, as well as support and resources for creating the most innovative active and learning strategies.
We actually do quite a bit of work in the entrepreneurship courses where we are building upon the skill sets that they have, and in a classroom environment that's pretty easily identified and accomplished. In the online environment, I think you have to give the students a tool so when they come into a active and collaborative time, they know what we're going to try and accomplish, and they can be mentally prepared for that. So sometimes it could just be networking. Sometimes it could be helping other students with problems that they're having in their business. If you look at the business ethics class that we do a lot of work with corporate social responsibility, and it's giving the students the tools and activities in the weeks leading up to those activities, and then the feedback and the response they get on the back side of that as well. So it's not just coming in 50 minutes, we're going to hit this and be done with it. It's really creating that schedule, creating that flow, and creating that confidence in the content that we're talking about.
When the pandemic hit, we needed to quickly pivot to a new strategy. Our faculty professional development team transitioned from the face-to-face workshops to a virtual environment using web conferencing tools without compromising the original goals of the face-to-face workshops. Our faculty not only learn about active and collaborative learning techniques, but they also experience it firsthand in our highly interactive workshops. Since implementation of the series in fall of 2019 and through the pandemic, more than 190 workshops have been offered, and more than 1,300 faculty, including full-time, adjuncts, and staff, have attended the faculty-led workshops.
One of the reasons why I like presenting the ACL workshops is because I receive feedback from the participants. For example, when reporting out to the larger group, faculty often mention that they've seen a difference in student learning when using ACL practices in their classrooms. Things like retention, enthusiasm for the subject matter, and more hands-on learning are mentioned. In addition, faculty state that their teaching practices are validated by the content that is presented in the ACL workshops. They say things like, "I didn't know that I was using ACL techniques." And I feel good knowing that what I'm presenting is in an active and collaborative way.
Hi, I have the pleasure of working with some great faculty on the college's Faculty Professional Development Initiative. And we see our role, especially during this pandemic, as keeping faculty engaged, talking and learning from each other as we explore active and collaborative learning as a main basis for our pedagogical approach here at the college. We also offer workshops and tracks related to critical thinking, alternative assessment, leveraging technology in teaching, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. For the long term, we want to move these workshops directly into your academic department through your professional development committee so that you can explore these topics while relating it directly to your content area. We believe that this is an academic success initiative, and through active and collaborative learning, our students will be more successful in the classroom, will also persist and either accomplish their transfer goals or complete their degree or certificate.